Oh fuck, I'm down to watch this again. There's some good shit in here. Turn this down a little bit for me. How's audio? Can you hear okay?
Hello, and
Hello.
welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of vids software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has
This
changed
shit
since
got me
then,
all
but
excited.
Our team is as passionate as ever, and the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values
I think
are
audio levels
infused
should be
in
alright.
every aspect of this latest
Okay,
installment
cool.
in the legendary Doom franchise. It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on its tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
That was so stupid I mouthed.
Yeah, I've watched this like 3 times. It does get more cringe the more I watch it. The mouthing. But the melee looks so fucking good in this.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations.
The world looks like Warhammer Doom. It's insanely cool looking.
2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form.
I like
So let's
that.
break it down,
Because I like
starting
the
with
circle strafing
combat.
stuff.
In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still fast. A grounded combat system with an emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Now I will say the gameplay does look a little stiff, but they're probably playing it on a controller and in
strafing to aim viable again. Just like in the classic
IGN mode.
But
What do you
it's
call
not
it?
all
Game
about nostalgia.
journalist mode.
Innovation is the goal, always. And so
But there's a
for
part of
Dark
this that
Ages,
really
it's an
excites me.
all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to
This looks
the
so
Heat Soul.
fucking cool.
Block, throw, parry, deflect.
Especially with the parry system.
All from one input. It's contextual, tons of depth on a
And I
single
like that
button
too.
press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot.
I kind of want to play through
In
the
Doom: The Dark
2016
Ages,
again.
You're gonna stand and fight.
Bam. Look at that. That guy. And that guy, see that guy in particular? Fuck that guy. I do hope that there's a way to like kind of minimize some of like the big old prompts and stuff on the screen though. Well, let's say it does look pretty damn big and in your face. But from what they say, everything's gonna be like hella customizable.
You gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an
Look at
iron
that.
flail?
You fucking flail.
An electrified gauntlet.
That's alright, I
Or
guess.
even a Doom spiked mace.
I'm probably going with the flail, but it's either the flail or the
Melee
mace.
options that are part of a melee system. All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced,
I'm down, you fuck yeah.
players control glory kill system.
And yeah, like I know one of the Taz's biggest points is like the glory system or whatever. This one, it does look like it's a lot more like
Smashing
smooth.
your way through the horde with total freedom. And that seems like a ton, but that's just 2 inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet.
The fire
The
button.
trigger.
Dude, crushing up your skulls into like a fucking
That's right, we've saved the best for last. Doom
a
has
wall
and
of
will
skull
be all
shards.
about
I don't know. It
and
just looks
Dark
so
Ages
cool.
has some of the most ridiculously powerful
And this thing
weapons
just
that we've
looks
ever created.
chunky.
Mean. Ancient.
I'm 802. Okay.
Brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale,
I just gotta get to bed at like an okay-ish time tonight.
Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen.
This looks like this can be hella fun.
That only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's
Like that rail gun looks, nail gun or whatever the hell. It looks sick.
Medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom: The Dark Ages.
And they just show gameplay. Like, I feel like the projectiles are, like, super fucking slow in this, though. But they did, like, they'll mention that later. This is, like, the most exciting part of it, in my opinion. But yeah, projectile speed looks like it's a little bit on the pussy baby mode.
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more
This is what I was talking about,
flexible
right here.
than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will
You can
allow
customize
players
the whole
to tune
fucking
the
thing.
Speed and challenge of the game to whatever fits them best. You can slow things down.
This is the new thing that they popped off in the Xbox thingy for Doom: The Dark Ages.
Speed them up. It's a Doom for awesome.
But yeah, cranking this shit up. That's why, because like when I was saying, the projectiles look a little slow. Where is it? I think it was like right around here, yeah. Like that looks really, really slow. And that kind of got me worried. But as soon as he said like you can customize all that shit and you can turn it up, that'd be like slow Doom personally. Yeah, same. No, I like it. I'm just saying like those projectiles itself, but I like the stand and fight kind of dealio that they're doing this year. But the entire flexibility of changing all those sliders, so fucking cool. Yeah, dude, you have like kicks and your melee attacks and your parries and your shield stuff. This seems like this is gonna be like a super fun. I don't know. I think I'd like this a lot more than I liked the last one. Also, I fucking love mechs.
Which is a mech. It's the size of a building. It's powerful. And you
I came twice to this already because I've watched this twice.
And if that wasn't enough,
but I'm like right on. I never beat Eternally either.
Neither of these are one and done features either. They have a full suite of
dude, you get fucking dragging with Gatling guns, all right? And they said the magic words. It's not going to be just one and done feature. You're going to play it a few times. It's not going to be like, oh, yo, this is the dragon section. Wow, that was cool. That was a good little 20 minutes. I'm hoping. But like,
and the combat
bro.
systems behind these features are deep
Bro.
and tons of fun. And as cool as all that is, we know that fans of single-player action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience.
Fighting in a city, but it felt like I wasn't fighting in a city. I can kind of, it's been a while since I played, but I think I totally understand what you're talking about. Like, it didn't feel like a human city. It felt like city-themed arenas, you know? If that's what you're picking up, if that's what you're saying.
Worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields.
Now this, you're in hell.
And through exploration, you'll be unlocking new abilities. And
so everything is like, this has like a Warhammer Doom feel to it. Actually reminds me of like Painkiller a little bit. I haven't played that shit since like I would borrow my dad's computer.
Now let's take a closer look at just one.
That's one of the old boomer shooters.
Experience in Doom: The Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction.
And I also, this was another big fucking thing. It's cool. They said that I don't know if you missed it, but they said like the story is not going to just be in like logs and stuff. This looks pretty fucking cool too. I don't need this for it to be a great game, but if you add this, fuck yeah.
Seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way.
Yeah, their gore system looks fantastic.
As you see fit, with any gun you choose. Explore what is the largest play space ever in a Doom game.
I was hoping it would be an actual Dark Ages. Nah, I mean, I kind of knew where they were going with this because in like Doom lore and how Doom is and how Hell is, it kind of just makes sense. Especially because this is right before the 2016 Doom, and the Doomslayer is stuck in Hell. This is what Hell is and stuff. Like Dark Age Month? Yeah, I gotcha. But like the demons and stuff, they always had like the cyber demons and stuff like that. But this is that's why it's more akin to like 40K, like dark gothic hellish stuff.
Who you fight and the objectives you pursue. It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates because the battle isn't over yet.
This fucker looks so badass. That's why it's like a little bit more akin to like Painkiller.
And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing.
This is something I'm actually worried about. I didn't think that these guys would do it, but AI music has been like fucking up YouTube and SoundCloud and Spotify and stuff. I have a feeling that we're gonna get a lot of like AI generated background music and stuff in games and stuff.
Providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes.
But I straight up listen to the Doom soundtrack while I'm cleaning and doing dishes. And this, no. In this is all regular. This is all no. If they did that, they would get fucking punched in the dick by like so many people. Everybody would say, fuck this game. No. This won't be AI. No, I was just bringing up like thought that it's going to be a big thing in the future and a lot of new shit. But no. They're actually literally just talking about how they're composing the music with guitar and the vibes and the yada yada. But yeah, no, Doom, like the soundtrack in Doom for all of the games have always been so fucking good. Yeah, that's what they're talking about here.
Speaking of that legend, the story of Doom the Dark Ages, like everything else in the game, is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything on the line, and you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies, and with
so this looks cool, new and interesting.
The Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out.
Oh yeah.
It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
What's risky?
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done.
Oh yeah, I don't care about. Here's the thing. Developers get shit on when they do the same thing, copy and paste every single time, and developers will get shit on if they try new things. I don't care about that kind of thing.
With all this, the goal.
I love Doom 3. Yeah, it was different. It's all right. That's fine. It's a different thing.
It was to make, and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever
Dude, Doom
made.
3 in VR is really cool. I don't know if you ever played the VR mod for Doom 3, but it's actually really, really cool. It's like, almost feels like it was meant for that.
You to decide. When Doom the Dark Ages releases,
This May, only a few more months, baby. And this is another one that I feel is going to run really good, hopefully, because all of them have always run really, really good. So, yeah. It's like it's getting near the edge, in my opinion. It can go over. I don't care. I know I'm going to fucking love it. There's going to be probably a ton of people who say, it's not like Eternal, or it's not like 16, or it's not like the original. Fuck them. I'm going to have fun. And be bad, and hope it turns out to be great. The cutscenes are out there, and they look like Dragon Age game. Nah. The cutscenes? I'd be interested to see that. I will know like some of like the designs. Like where's this? Where's this fatty guy?
Flexible than ever before.
I highly doubt that though. id Software is always goated. They're the only people. I hate the fact that Bethesda. They're the only people in Bethesda when they say Bethesda's releasing a game. Is it id? All right, cool. We're good.
By the award-winning
Where's the fatty McGoo we were looking at?
Star of the show in the game is big. It's a summer blockbuster event with everything.
Hey, this stuff looks sick.
And you are the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your
This
enemies,
seems like it could be
withheld from
cheesy.
your allies. With the
This looks like it could also be cheesy, but it also could be pretty cool too. You know?
They're imprisoned at the start of our story.
Bethesda
The
better?
balance of
No,
power
Bethesda's not
between
better.
Good and evil is shifting, and time is
I
running
used to
out.
love Bethesda,
It's a
but
new
everything Bethesda
story
has pooped
and the
out
perfect
recently has
ending
sucked
for
ass.
new players. It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly
Yeah, see, like
into
this
the
stuff,
new
this looks cool as
2016
shit.
Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the
An
Slayer's
arrogant
legend.
dad. Yeah, actually, I heard that like because I did some stuff covering like the unitization because like I thought they were the first game to American Game Studio unionize, but actually technically I think the Sonic team or some shit like that did that. I don't fucking know, but they were either the first or one of the first studios to unionize due to like crunch and weird shit. But I hear like he's like a bee floating over their shoulders and shit. 76 co-op on the creation is poor implementation. It's not impressive to see it happen on the engine. But it could be so much better. Starfield, dude. Yeah. See, Starfield, like the gameplay felt cool. The visuals looked great. It ran all right. And I stress all right. And I don't really care too much because I know Creation Engine. If there's gonna be a loading screen here and there, that's whatever. But just the story did not matter at all to me. I didn't give a shit. The multi-universal stuff, like nothing mattered. Your decisions didn't matter. Playing a quest again the same time, everything was like gated off. It wasn't like Morrowind or even like Skyrim, and there would be like actual different ways to go and do things. I romanced what's her tits, the stupid blonde. And it was so awkward and cringy. And then we were like, okay, we are in relationship together. Okay, cool. And then I exited the conversation, and then I entered the conversation, and I saw there was an option to ask her to marry me. Like a second after we did that, okay, we are in relationship. And then apparently we were married 2 seconds later. And then when, fucking spoiler alert, if you actually give a shit about Starfield, 1, 2, we're gonna count down to from 3. 3, 2, 1. All right. She fucking died, and I was actually happy because like I didn't have to deal with that cringe anymore of like, how you doing, baby, or whatever weird shit. I hear with the DLC, even like Andrea, her whole thing was about the snake people. Her whole thing, snake people. She had no extra dialogue besides just like maybe some contextual stuff, even after you meet the snake people for the first time. I don't know. I think the mods look cool. As a creation engine, Sandbox looks awesome, but I'm not giving in and buying a game for the mod stuff. I played a bunch of it on Game Pass, but I'm not buying that game. Fallout 4 was a really cool and fun sandbox, but that story really sucked, and that's when I started like getting dejected from it. The Nylon Bag and 76, I will not buy that game. I hear it's fun now, but I don't want to play that. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm going on fucking diatribes today. Today's putting foot down day. I apologize. Going on so many tangents. So, yeah, dude. I don't even mind because a lot of people are like, oh, it's not like sci-fi. I like the Astropunk or whatever they said. Like the like I like the NASA punk, I think is what it's called. I like that. It's fine. Just they got to do it better. I've been working on Elder Scrolls this whole time, but they're not. Yes, I have no hope for Elder Scrolls, whatever the fuck, 7, 8, 9, 20. 6. Right? Elder Scrolls 5, Skyrim, Elder Scrolls 6, yeah. I have no hope for that at all. Baldur's Gate 3. Oh yeah, no, for sure. There's like some really cool. Basically, there's people out there that turned it into like the Star Wars games we deserved. And I'll probably wind up playing that one day, probably free, but sandbox games. Oh, the idea is so much better, but yeah. Dude, like I really liked the xenomorph things. I forget what they were. Like that was really cool, but it ended in a flash. I never saw my changes. I didn't see those little creature things that I released. Nothing mattered. Nothing I did fucking mattered. And then there was no other. Yeah, I played Starfield, Baldur's Gate 3. Went back to Starfield. Company is literally ruined. Yeah, they could have been working on Elder Scrolls this whole time, but they're not. Yeah. Trailblazers of the series? What do you mean? Beginning games, the vanilla games are to be argued. The sandbox tools, the company, yeah. But I still think that you should provide a decent fucking base game and not work on like an army of crowdsourced developers to make your games more better. But I don't know what you're talking about the Trailblazer one. I don't know what you're talking about there. Are you talking about Elder Scrolls stuff or? Anyway, we were done with this. I am so happy and excitable for this beautifulness. Oh, yeah, no, for sure. There were also the Trailblazer for microtransactions. I kid. But, yeah. Anywho. And then where's the new Ninja Gaiden? The new Ninja Gaiden looked really sick. I was hoping there's just a link to it. Were they? Yeah, well, I know like some of like the online games like Webkins and like Neopets and shit back in the day, they had some stuff like that, but you know, the horse armor? I think that was like one of the first microtransactions out there. Yeah. Dude, don't get me started on the creation engine stuff too. Like not the creation, what do you call it? The buying shit. Creation Club. Dude, for $10 you can buy a room on your ship? What? Or a fucking sushi bar that you can visit once in fucking Neon? Hey, it was like $5 though. Yeah. I was gonna say it was just a meme, but yeah, it was like the first one. Anywho, and that wasn't before 4x money. But you said Trailblazer. I was gonna say I believe they were trailblazing the microtransaction bullshit too. Anywho, what are we doing? Oh,